Hello for Garnacho! Oh wow! Oh wow!
Widely regarded as one of the best football players of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo has broken countless club and international records. Off the field, he is known as a family man who loves to spend time with his children and partner Georgina Rodriguez. In October 2021, Ronaldo announced on his Instagram account that he and Rodriguez were expecting twins. In April 2022, Rodriguez gave birth to a baby boy and a girl. However, the boy passed away during childbirth, as Ronaldo revealed in an emotional Instagram post. The Portuguese football star expressed the couple's sadness about the tragic event and took time to thank the nurses and doctors for their assistance, also asking for privacy and understanding during this challenging time. Ronaldo was playing for Manchester United then and missed the club's important game against rival Liverpool at Anfield Stadium. As a touching tribute, the Liverpool fans gave a standing ovation in the 7th minute to symbolize the player's iconic number 7 jersey and sang "You'll Never Walk Alone." On Instagram, Ronaldo thanked the Liverpool fans for the classy gesture and said, "My family and I will never forget this moment of respect and compassion." In 1994, Andrés Escobar and the Colombia national football team entered the FIFA World Cup as one of the favorites to lift the trophy. Despite the hype and growing expectations from their fans, they faltered at the first hurdle, going out in the group stage after 2 losses and a singular win. Escobar, then 27 years old, came under extreme fire because of a disastrous own goal that helped the USA defeat Colombia 2-1 in the team's second game. Escobar's friends advised him to stay out of the limelight due to reports in Colombia that a drug cartel was unhappy since they had placed big money on that match. However, the defender refused to pay heed and returned to his country after the team's elimination from the tournament. In July 1994, Escobar was shot 12 times and murdered outside of a club in the city of Medellin. According to witnesses, one perpetrator shouted "goal" at him after every shot. The news of Escobar's murder sent shockwaves through the football world. No one could believe such a senseless tragedy took place because of a game. When discussing the greatest footballers of all time, Diego Maradona is a name that should always be in any serious conversation. The Argentine wizard dazzled fans and players with his trickery and mastery of the ball, filling many cabinets with trophies and individual awards. He even scored one of the most infamous goals of all time with his hand. Despite his success on the field, Maradona's off-the-field activities, such as an addiction to cocaine and alleged links to criminal syndicates, became well publicized as well. In November 2020, Maradona was rushed to the hospital for emergency brain surgery for a subdural hematoma. After the procedure, the doctor stated that the surgery had gone well and that Maradona was showing positive signs of recovery. However, 2 weeks later, Maradona passed away at the age of 60 from a heart attack. The world expressed condolences for the passing of the football legend as Argentina's president declared 3 days of national mourning in his remembrance. One of the greatest tragedies in football history happened on February 6, 1958, the day when 23 people lost their lives in what has been dubbed the Munich Air Disaster. The Manchester United players and staff were returning to England after having played Red Star Belgrade in the European Cup. Their airplane stopped in Munich, Germany to refuel. However, there were complications with the takeoff. When the plane tried to depart for a 3rd time, it crashed. As a result, 8 players, 3 Manchester United staff members, 8 journalists, the aircraft captain, a crew member, a travel agent, and a friend of manager Matt Busby lost their lives. This Manchester United team was affectionately known as Busby's Babes, since most were in their early 20s and at the start of their careers. Busby survived the crash and went on to build another successful team, which won the 1968 European Cup final against Benfica. The Munich Air Disaster has never been forgotten though, and the club holds a yearly remembrance for this fateful day. The stars aligned for Andrés Iniesta's career. Not only was he a gifted football player with incredible vision and creativity, but he also arrived at a time when Barcelona and Spain dominated the sport. As a result, trophies followed him, including all of the biggest prizes in the game, such as the UEFA European Championship, La Liga, and the UEFA Champions League. Iniesta also scored the goal that won Spain its first ever World Cup in the 2010 final against the Netherlands. While the player may have appeared to be on top of the world, he later opened up about his need for treatment for depression. Iniesta has explained how he sought treatment after the passing of his friend Dani Jarque in 2009. He said, "You get into your body and mind and everything looks black. I was looking forward to the night so I could take my pill and rest. That was the moment of greatest pleasure back then." Iniesta said the reason he disclosed his depression was to encourage others to look for assistance if they too are struggling with mental health. Argentine-born Alfredo Di Stefano is synonymous with Spanish football, mainly due to his close association with Real Madrid. There, he broke numerous records when the side dominated the European football scene. Di Stefano made football look easy as he banged in goals for fun, racked up an impressive array of titles, and became European Footballer of the Year twice. In 1963, though, he found himself the target of a group looking to make a profound political statement in Venezuela. Di Stefano was kidnapped by the Armed Forces of National Liberation, aka FALN, who wanted to attract attention to their cause. The supposed electoral fraud about to be instigated by then Venezuelan President Rómulo Betancourt. When Real Madrid went to play a friendly in Venezuela, the FALN took the player from his hotel room. Di Stefano was blindfolded when the gang took him from the hotel and kept him locked in a bedroom. He was released after 56 hours. In his autobiography, the player said he was unharmed by the men and even played cards and chess with them while in captivity. Casillas established himself as one of the greatest goalkeepers in the early 2000s, a legend for Real Madrid and the Spanish national team. He always appeared to defy gravity and have the ability to repel the ball from going into his goal, which resulted in him being dubbed Saint Iker by fans and pundits for his miraculous saves. After 3 UEFA Champions League trophies, 1 FIFA World Club Cup, and 5 La Liga titles, Casillas departed Real Madrid for FC Porto in 2015, taking on a new challenge at the tail end of his career. Expectedly, the goalkeeper continued his heroics for the Portuguese Giants, becoming a fan-favorite player in the process. However, during a training session in 2019, Casillas experienced an acute myocardial infarction and was taken to the hospital for further treatment. After recovering from the heart attack, Casillas returned to Porto but stayed off the field. Then, in August 2020, he announced his official retirement from the sport. Most football fans remember Eric Abidal for his stint at Barcelona and his time with the French football team. As a fast, strong, and tactically astute player, attackers feared coming up against him since he was a world-class defender who always had their number. In 2011, during a glorious period in Barcelona's history, when the club was widely regarded as one of the best football teams on the planet, it was announced that Abidal had a liver tumor. He underwent a liver transplant the following year and returned to the field before eventually retiring in 2014. Abidal explained how his Barcelona teammate Dani Alves offered to help by donating part of his liver. Still, Abidal turned him down, knowing Alves' career at a high level would likely be over. Abidal added that the experience had changed him. "Every day I remember how hard it was to live with cancer. I learned a lot about myself and the people around me. Football was my passion and career, but there wasn't much time to think. After my illness, it was different. You were just focused on helping other people." As a football player, Luis Enrique did something few would dare to even think of. He played for bitter rivals Barcelona and Real Madrid and found success with both sides. After hanging up his boots, Enrique went on to have a career as a football manager, where he guided Barcelona to several trophies and established himself as a premier coach in the sport. Eventually, the time arrived for Enrique to coach his beloved Spanish national team. However, he resigned from his tenure in June 2019 after only 11 months in charge, citing personal reasons. A few months later, Enrique posted a statement on his Twitter account that his 9-year-old daughter, Xana, passed away from a kind of bone cancer. The football world rallied around Enrique and his family, with former players, clubs, sporting personalities, and dignitaries all extending their heartfelt condolences. After a brief break from the game, Enrique was reappointed as Spain's manager in November 2019. During his professional football career, Ricardo Isaacson dos Santos Liche, better known as Kaka, mesmerized fans and players with his majestic poise, incredible balance, and outstanding dribbling skills. The Brazilian football maestro won the Big Three: the FIFA World Cup, UEFA Champions League, and Ballon d'Or during his playing days, cementing himself as an all-time great of the game. However, his football dreams were almost shattered at the young age of 18. Kaka revealed that a severe accident in a swimming pool threatened not only his career but also his life. He had fractured his spine, but he didn't let it deter him from his goal of becoming a professional football player, making a full recovery from the incident. Kaka explained how his faith played a significant part in his recovery process. There's a reason football is considered the beautiful game. It not only brings joy to the players on the field as they glide over every blade of grass and feel the ball at their feet, but it also delights those watching from the stands or at home. A relationship with this game is emotional, connecting with the human spirit in a way few other sports can. Even when the results go against the team, there's a power, a resilient belief in carrying on and trying again. That's the magic of football. Remember to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more.
For God,